Welcome to Los Altos High School, everyone. This is Los Altos Eagles hosting the Mountain View Spartans. It should be a good one, as in the El Camino girls basketball standings, Mountain View comes in at 13-1 overall, 1-0 in league play, while Los Altos comes in at 8-5 overall, 1-0 in league play. Los Altos coming in is the underdog in this one, so what's the key for Los Altos to pull off the upset?
Defense. Defense always starts your offense. Fast break. Try and out-hustle them. Try and get those hustle points. Should be a good one. Fought in the trenches.
He's James Brewer. I am Andrew Fury. Glad he could join us tonight, as we should have a great one. So stay tuned for the action. It's Los Altos hosting Mountain View.
All right, and we'd like to tell you that this game is brought to you by KMVT's All Sports presenting sponsors. The Palo Alto Medical Foundation, part of the Sutter Health Network. Choose your PAMP doctor today. And by Home Instead Senior Care. Home Instead provides the personalized in-home care your loved one needs. Home Instead, to them, it's personal.
As a busy mom of 3 kids, I find it extremely convenient to access My Health Online. My Health Online's messaging service allows me to keep in close contact with our doctor.
Being able to email the doctor with questions gave us assurance that they do take an interest in the patients. That's why we've been with PAN for more than 10 years and keep adding members, the newest member.
Ever since Dad died, taking care of Mom is overwhelming. I can't do it on my own.
Sure, my mother needs me, but I just want to be a daughter again.
Mom wants to stay in her home, but needs more help than ever. It just can't be me all the time.
Struggling to care for an aging parent? You're not alone. Learn how Home Instead Senior Care can provide the personalized in-home care your loved one needs. Home Instead. To us, it's personal.
James Brewer and Andrew Fury back with you here from Los Altos High School, ready to get this rivalry game underway between the Los Altos Eagles and the Mountain View Spartans. It will be Jamie Hughes jumping center against Meg Enthoven, or make that Megan McDermott, and it's won by Los Altos with their first possession. Vasquez cross court to Syed. Good pass inside to Enthoven. Her shot high off the glass, no good. Vasquez, the offensive rebound, puts it up and in, and they lead 2-0.
But Tiana does a really good job working the block. She can use her strength to outman anybody else.
Now they set up the full court pressure, and we heard a buzzer sound. Shot clock didn't reset after the shot went through the hoop. So scoreboard problems right off the start.
You know, an interesting thing to look at is a lot of the Los Altos basketball players also play volleyball, and they were beaten by Mountain View this year. So I think, in a way, this is sort of their way of getting back for that loss. Los Altos in the first trimester, I guess it is, of sports, they didn't do quite well against Mountain View, but hopefully this time, this middle of the year, the winter sports, they should come back. So look for Los Altos to sort of come out playing hard against this Mountain View team.
And this is a big game for both these teams because sitting at there's a 3-way tie for first place between Homestead and these two teams, Mountain View and Los Altos. So whoever wins
and Santa Clara.
Great position in the standings.
Of course, Santa Clara has played one extra game.
Yeah. So those 4 teams are undefeated in these standings in the early going. And in front court goes Nishimoto. Gets it out to Poliso. Mountain View with the ball down 2-0. And there's a bad pass out of bounds by Nishimoto. Turnover, Mountain View.
It should be interesting to see Los Altos run a full court press here. Try and get some turnovers. Oh, and Mountain View's running full court.
Yeah, both teams looking to press full court here in the beginning of the game. Vasquez dribbling the ball in the front court, gets fouled. Foul looks to be on Nishimoto, her first.
Well, it's going to be important to have a deep bench right now, because if both teams are running full court, that means it's going to be a lot of hustle and a lot of stamina use.
And that should be backcourt, and it's called backcourt. They could have gone in the backcourt to receive the inbound pass, but instead she decided to stop right at the edge of the front court, and that's why it went over and back.
Tippy-toed it.
Play.
Tippy-toed it.
Yeah. And now, again, we're going over to the scoreboard. Scorekeeper.
No, so first home game of the year. Working the kinks out. Last year, the scoreboard had problems. The receivers didn't receive, and sometimes one scoreboard would go flashing, so maybe we'll see that today.
We'll see. Looks like Los Altos will be setting up in a 2-1-2 zone here. Leading 2-0, 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Nishimoto with it. She'll take the three and swish it for Corey Nishimoto, 3-2 Mountain View. Coming back is Syed with it. Syed pounding the dribble. Looking, crosses over, nearly loses it, gets it to Vasquez. Vasquez in the front court. Vasquez dribbling through traffic, floats one up, a lot of contact, no foul called, and it goes out of bounds. They're going to say it stays with Los Altos.
Yes, they say it must have been a clean block.
Yeah.
But it went out of bounds.
So McDermott will inbound. Gets it to Syed. Syed stops and has her shot blocked. It goes out of bounds off of Mountain View. Will stay with Los Altos.
And Bailey Poliso, she looks a little banged up after Tiana steamrolled in on that layup attempt. Looks like her left leg.
So that's a thing to keep an eye on. There's a pass deflected, comes back to Vasquez, who travels, and the jump ball is going to be called first. Possession arrow will give it to Mountain View.
Tiana's done a great job so far. She's really hustled into the lane, which is really what she needs to do because she can definitely outpower most of the other girls on the court for Mountain View right now.
Poliso with the ball against full court pressure. It's swung over to Nishimoto. Nishimoto on the attack in the front court. Shuffles it along to Taylor Hall, and her pass goes out of bounds off of Nishimoto. Turnover Mountain View again. They're second of the game already.
Yeah, this full court pressure is really taking effect. Some bad passes early from Mountain View. Probably some of the adrenaline. I mean, on a rivalry game, you really want to come out and start scoring.
Yeah. Syed's pass goes to Enthoven, who gets it over to Hamamoto. Hamamoto into McDermott. Her shot way too strong. Rebound loose underneath. Comes to Nishimoto. Make that Jamie Hughes. Hughes into the front court. Gets it now over to Nishimoto. Back to Hughes. Already set. Hughes cross court to Nishimoto. Pump fakes. Dribbles over to Hughes. Hughes holds the ball. Her pass deflected inside to Hall. Hall goes up, ripped through. Comes out to Nishimoto, floats one up, barely hits rim, and rebound to Syed. Syed pounding the dribble over to McDermott. McDermott's ball dribbling deflected out of bounds off of McDermott. It will be Mountain View basketball.
Well, it seems like Mountain View's sort of using more of a trap on their full court while Los Altos is trying to just apply ball pressure and then try and tip the pass. So sort of both running a full court, but both different styles.
Rebecca Andrews in the game for the first time for the Los Altos Eagles as Hughes' pass is tipped and thrown by Enthoven, the freshman, with the steal. Syed gets it cross court to Hamamoto. Hamamoto to Andrews inside. Good catch by Enthoven. Her shot blocked. She gets it back, travels, and it's finally called.
Led with the foot a little too much.
Yeah.
Seems like a 2-2-1 for Los Altos.
This press that Los Altos is playing, though, is mostly to slow down Mountain View, not necessarily to create a turnover, even though there's one there. Hamamoto, the steal, comes back in the front court, and there's another foul called.
Yeah, it seems like Los Altos, whenever the ball is sort of passed over the head, they'll try and steal it. And you can see right here, gets the foul, gets run in, got all body, not the ball.
Andrews with it. Her pass deflected. Somehow Enthoven ends up with it. It swung around to Syed. Good ball movement over to Andrews. Good pass inside to Enthoven. The shot up way too strong. Rebound to McDermott. Her shot got blocked, and then she deflected it out of bounds. It'll be Mountain View basketball.
As I was saying, Los Altos is really looking when they Mountain View throws an overhead pass, they'll try and tip it and then get a turner off of that one. But the key is really not to reach in, because if you reach, it becomes easy for the offender to get past you.
And a lazy inbound pass is stolen by Syed. Syed travels, and it's called. A late whistle again, but Syed was out of control there, so very sloppy beginning.
Seemed to slip on the floor right here, and just missed the rim.
As Hall's shot, she gets bumped and fouled, is no good. But Taylor Hall will be at the line to shoot two.
See right here, good job driving into the lane. just gets the contact on the hip.
Hall misfires on the first free throw, so it stays 3-2 Mountain View. The last foul was called on Meg Enthoven, the first on Enthoven. First team foul for Los Altos in the half. Hall's second free throw. She shoots it about as high as possible. No good. Use the offensive rebound off a missed free throw. Comes out to Poliso. Poliso, no look to Hall. Hall drives, forces one up, hits the side of the backboard, and comes down to Enthoven. Enthoven the rebound. Her pass almost stolen. It swung around to Andrews. Headmans to Syed for three. Got it!
That's a huge key for Los Altos. Ideen really needs to knock down her three. She's a great perimeter shooter. And when she's hot, she can knock them down.
And a quick timeout called here by Los Altos with them leading 5-3.
Great upcourt vision. Way to break the press by Los Altos. They really share the ball. Ideen open from her spot and knocks it down, and Los Altos is up 5-3.
So what we've seen in the early going as we check out the SCVAL El Camino overall records.
It's a Mountain View in the lead, 12-1. Santa Clara comes in behind them, and Los Altos 8-5, and this is really a key game if they want to get back in the standings. Their record, not only will it help their league record, but it will also help their overall record, hopefully making it to CCS this year, second year with their new head coach. And he's really trying to make this program into a winning one, and definitely his goals would definitely be at least the second round of CCS.
Into the front court goes Mountain View as we are back to action. That's Karen Kaufman with the ball. She's checked in for the first time. Police are now outside the arc, bouncing it to Hughes. She'll take the three and swish it. Mountain View back in front, 6-5.
Well, I guess there's only one way to answer a three, with another three.
Here's McDermott over to Syed. Remember, there's no 10-second backcourt violation in women's basketball. Here's Enthoven. Swung around to Andrews. Over to Syed. Syed looking. It swung around to Andrews again. Feeding Enthoven, trying to feed Andrews back. It's deflected and stolen by Poliso. Poliso comes back the other way. Working on Andrews. Around a screen, and then she stumbles out of bounds, but a foul will be called.
It looks like that left leg's hurting her again. That she got banged up by Tiana when she came in, and it looks like that's hurting her again. And she once again takes a hard tumble. You can see right here the defender comes in, and it looks like she tripped her up with her right leg, and both players went down to the ground.
Foul was called on Andrews, her first, and the second team foul on Los Altos. Ball deflected out off of Enthoven that time, and it'll stay with Mountain View. Inbound pass, and traveling with it was Allison Lumberg, who checked in for the first time, as well as Elise Fitzsimmons.
Was you saw on that inbound play that got tipped back in, Los Altos is really not allowing Mountain View to get those passes overhead. So Mountain View is probably going to have to look low in their passing game because Los Altos is really trying to deny that overhead pass.
Syed with it, passes it to Katie Monroe. Monroe lobs it to Andrews. Andrews catches, pivots, and will reset. Getting it over to Syed, who runs point with this lineup on the floor. Bounces it to Enthoven, who drives baseline and gets fouled.
Close shot, way to draw the foul. Free throw line will definitely be a key point to both teams in this game with full court pressure. A lot of fouls. She just got the defender looking up for the block shot, and she drives it baseline.
First free throw is no good.
Well,
somehow gets stuck up there, so it stays 6-5.
Folks, lightning only strikes once.
Yeah.
But Los Altos' coach, time to show off that old vertical leap from the college days. In fact, me and Andrew can get this. We got this one.
Yeah.
We've been doing box jumps in the gym. Here he comes. Quite a good college player in his own day.
And there's quite an advantage to being well above 6'7".
Yeah. I would love to be 6'7".
Yeah.
Definitely feel like basketball would come a little easier.
Definitely.
Not as high to jump either.
So that does, if that's a live action and that happens, it results in a jump ball here with a free throw. They're actually going to count it good. So first free throw good. Second free throw is an air ball. So gets the best of both worlds, and we're tied at 6.
Yeah, we might have to call in Adam Randall, which is our one of our physics teachers here at Los Altos, to explain how many times that'll happen.
A great pass up ahead to Lundberg, who misses badly on the layup. Hughes' follow is a break, and McDermott gets it back with the rebound. They quickly get it up ahead to Monroe. Monroe stops, nearly travels. Her pass deflected. She gets it back and over to Syed. Tied at 6, under 2.5 to play first quarter. Andrews tosses to Syed, open for 3, rattles home.
Again, as I said before, Key, Ideen can definitely knock down a 3. She's doing it today.
Lundberg bounces it to Hughes. Hughes with the dribble. Tosses it over to Kaufman, who misses short. Rebound loose underneath, and McDermott snatches it away from Lundberg. Her pass almost stolen. Enthoven secures it. Over to Monroe. Monroe crosses over. 1-on-1, goes up, gets hacked, no call, out of bounds, and it will stay with Los Altos.
I think Kalisa didn't even reach her hands up. She just used her chest to stop that one. You can see her right here. Good idea taking it in, but she got all chest. Good no call right there. The defender really absorbed the contact properly.
So Los Altos with 17 to shoot has the ball. McDermott will inbound.
So we have another pause. Referee talking over with the coach. Seems to be settled out now.
And then inbound goes to Monroe, gives it back to McDermott. McDermott trapped in the corner, finds Monroe for the elbow jumper, back rim no good. Vasquez the offensive rebound, flips one up no good. McDermott the third opportunity, that's no good. And rebound underneath to Kaufman.
I think that was about 3
Polito.
Offensive rebounds for Los Altos in that one.
Certainly was. They couldn't get anyone to fall, and Polito takes a deep 3 off the back rim, no good. Rebound underneath by Ray Bergman is no good, and it's deflected out with a foul call.
I think that was on Osuch, number 40. Laurel Osuch.
Yeah, so Laurel Osuch, who's checked in for the first time, gets the foul call. And Bergman will be at the line to shoot 2.
Only a sophomore sister of Nolan Osuch, who played varsity basketball for Los Altos last year at the center position. Also a great baseball player. And now goes to Colorado for baseball. So there's the family tree for everyone at home.
Bergman misses both free throws. McDermott the rebound. 1:40 to go in the first quarter. Los Altos leads by 2. Monroe into the front court. Monroe over to Vasquez. Vasquez weaving through the defense. Had it poked away and stolen. Coming back the other way is Polito. Under 90 seconds to play first quarter. Gives it to Kaufman. Kaufman drives baseline, cut off. Double team comes. Her pass deflected, and she'll get bailed out with a foul call. They're going to call a holding foul on Tiana Vasquez. For Vasquez, it's her first.
I don't want to disagree with that call, but I might just. It seemed like they got all ball. Of course, I'm merely a commentator. But it seemed like good defense from Los Altos throughout that play. I think they've really been a good job double teaming in the right situations.
Polito inbounds to Taylor Hall, who's returned. And Bergman swung around to Polito for a deep 3. Got it! And that's her specialty. Bailey Polito is a sharpshooter from downtown.
She must be feeling it today because as the second one, she's jacked up from college range. As Ideen takes a tough tumble.
And a blocking foul is called on Karen Kaufman. It's her first. 13 foul and a half on Mountain View.
Yeah, that's what's tough about Los Altos. Our stands are literally right up on the floor, and a tumble towards the crowd side could definitely end up in a bruise.
Monroe into the front court, gets it poked away, and a foul's called.
In whatever fake wood plastic this is that we're sitting on.
Foul's called on recently checked in Natalie Lilly. For Lilly, it's her first. 14 foul. And checking in for the first time is Haley Sawamura. She replaces Karen Kaufman. It'll be McDermott to inbound with Monroe, Sadine, Osuch, and Vasquez on the court with her. McDermott over to Syed. She'll take another 3. Way too strong this time. The rebound underneath. McDermott has it against a double team over to Vasquez. Vasquez had it poked away and a foul's called with 52.1 seconds to go in the quarter. Fouls on Taylor Hall, her first.
Mountain View's been doing a really good job whenever Los Altos drives towards the basket. They've been doing a good job of poking the ball out. And because it would be tough for Mountain View because Los Altos is very strong. to try and block the shot. So they're really doing, as you'll see point guards do in the NBA when you have a Chris Paul against Dwight Howard, they have to go for the ball before they lift it up above their heads.
It's the 16th foul on Mountain View, so already with just 52 seconds to go in the first quarter, Los Altos is in the bonus the rest of the way.
It's quite interesting. Definitely the full court trap is a cause of that bonus as we have more scoreboard trouble. We at KMVT have a good friend named Jim Leonard, and he often does the scoreboard here, and that could be a problem. We have a replacement scoreboarder, as we like to say. Roger Goodell would be very familiar with the situation, as actually his Roger Goodell's phone number was actually posted on the internet by a Green Bay-based radio host. I called it personally. They changed the number. It was still the NFL offices, but it seems here that the replacement scorekeeper is just not as good as our Jim Leonard.
9-8 the score in favor of Mountain View. Now we have lots of issues at the scores table.
So Athletic Director Kim Cave taking care of it. Well, since we're taking this break, we'd like to tell you that KMVT Sports would like to thank Home Instead Senior Care for their continuing support of high school sports programming. Home Instead, to them, it's personal.
And we've also had a lot of whistles in this first quarter, so there hasn't been an opportunity to get into any rhythm for either team. It's been a really odd first 8 minutes to a high school basketball game. Here's Syed. Syed around the screen. Gets it inside to McDermott. McDermott spins, baseline, floats one up and stolen away. Taken away by Lilly. Lilly on the attack. Bouncing in and fumbling it with Sawamura. Out to Poliso for three. Back rim no. Rebound tipped around Osage with it. And digging in there, Sawamura to jump it up. Possession arrow gives it to Los Altos with 30 seconds exactly to go in the game. And they somehow turned out in the quarter, rather, and as somehow they've turned off the shot clock, though. That should not have happened. Los Altos catches a break, a major break, because there was no change in possession. And there should be a 3-second differential between the shot and game clock. McDermott drives into the paint. Floats one up, had it blocked. It's deflected out of bounds off of Mountain View. It will stay with Los Altos. 8.8 seconds to go in the quarter.
Well, it's interesting on that last fast break by Mountain View. Good job sharing the extra pass. Picked up the dribble, though, but that was interesting. Definitely next time down the court, look for Mountain View on that fast break. They've done a good job of sharing the ball.
Bodies collide in the paint. Syed with 7. Trying to get it up. It's strapped, and now we have another jump ball. Nice pick. Possession arrow gives it to Mountain View with 4.7 seconds to go in the quarter.
Ton of jump balls here today. Aideen just dribbles in. Mountain View does a good job again, swarming to the ball, almost like an Alabama defense. He gets the jump call.
Yeah, late second substitutions here for Los Altos. Rebecca Andrews returns, replacing Tiana Vasquez. This is for defensive purposes. So it's Andrews, Monroe, Syed, McDermott, and Osage on the court for Los Altos. 4.7 seconds to go in the quarter. Inbound goes to Kaufman. Up ahead, it's taken away, poked away by Andrews. Comes to Hall, and that ends the first quarter. A first quarter that didn't have much rhythm to it at all, but it ends in a 1-point game. It's Mountain View 9 and Los Altos 8.
Hi, I'm Ricky Appler with Spartan Sports Camp. Brought to you by the Mountain View High School Athletic Department, Spartan Sports Camp offers multi-sport camps for kids in grades 3 through 6, as well as sport-specific camps for grades 6 through 9. We give campers the opportunity to receive instruction from the Mountain View High School coaching staff and student athletes. Strength camps are also available throughout the summer. For registration info, visit our website at www.spartansportscamp.com. Sessions begin June 10th and run weekly through August 2nd. We look forward to seeing you this summer.
James Brewer and Andrew Fury with you. We're ready to start the second quarter here from Los Altos High School. It's the hometown Eagles trailing Mountain View by 1. It's 9-8, a 1-2-2 zone here to open for the Spartans. Vasquez with it. Vasquez out top to Syed. Syed, cross court to Hamamoto. Hamamoto to Vasquez. 17 on the shot clock. Hamamoto pounding the dribble outside to Syed. 12 to shoot. Syed leading Vasquez. Vasquez right wing with 9. Over to Hamamoto. They have to look at the basket with 6. Vasquez dribbles, floats one up. It's an air ball rebound and good defensive possession for Mountain View. Poliso with it. The rebound taken in by Rhea Bergman. Poliso against a 2-3 zone here for Los Altos. Going down, Kaufman steps back for a 3. Back iron, and it falls through for Karen Kaufman. And they're up by 4.
Wow, that could be a key for Mountain View for sure if they can knock down those 3-point shots.
McDermott lobs it to Enthoven, over to Hamamoto. Minute gone by in the second quarter. Hamamoto trying to feed McDermott. It's poked away out to Enthoven. To Vasquez. Lobs it back toward Hamamoto. Somehow she makes the catch and then turns it over. Taken away by Kelsey Peterson. Peterson then nearly turned it over, and it's a jump ball.
Oh, another jump ball. We've seen a ton of those today. There was an inadvertent kick on the last one by Polizo, but of course Los Altos passed it into the foot, so inadvertent doesn't get a call.
As Taylor Hall returns replacing Poliso. Mountain View with their largest lead of the game so far, up by 4. And there's a steal by McDermott. Passes to Syed, and on the dribble, a foul call.
Well, it's been a ton of turnovers today. More than you normally see. It's definitely both teams really trying to steal the ball. Nice feed by McDermott to get it inside after the nice steal. Hustle plays again, going to be a key factor in today's game.
So Syed will be at the line shooting a 1-and-1 as that's the 17th foul on Mountain View. 14 fouls have been called against Los Altos. Syed makes the first, she'll get the bonus. It's 12-9 Spartans. We've seen a ton of turnovers and a ton of fouls called already in this game. So this game has had almost no rhythm to it at all. Very tightly called basketball game. Missing short with the second free throw is Syed. Rebound to Jamie Hughes. Hughes back the other way. Hughes lobs it to Hall. Good catch. Layup no good, but she got fouled by Tiana Vasquez. That's the second on Vasquez.
No, if this game was a music style, I'd have to say white noise, no rhythm. Good job on the fast break right here by Mountain View. Feeds it into the post and gets the foul. That's really what you want to do as a post player, is really just get the foul if you're defended. Unless you're an Aaron Gordon, of course, and then you can just dunk over everybody. But unfortunately, not everyone is. So it's really about trying to draw a foul and make your free throws.
Hall missed the first. She does get another. And back iron miss on that. Taylor Hall is now 0 for 4 at the free throw line. Vasquez the rebound. Her pass almost on. A collision. Bodies colliding everywhere, and a foul's called. An inadvertent foul, really, on Rhea Bergman of Mountain View. 18 foul and so more free throws. As Mink Enthoven will be at the line shooting a 1-on-1. Poliso and Nishimoto will check in at the net after this free throw for Mountain View.
Taylor Hall has quite a large arcing free throw shot. The only person I could compare that to is Jonathan Yu of Los Altos men's basketball team. He also has the sort of rainbow arc to all of his shots, which is quite an interesting style. You don't see it a lot, but it's great because it always gets over a defender. Enthoven
at the line shooting a 1-and-1. Just a freshman, and makes their first. She'll get the bonus. 12-10 in favor of Mountain View. 6:27 to go in the first half. Second free throw is good. Enthoven makes both. Los Altos now 3 for 4 at the free throw line. 12-11 Mountain View. Poliso with it. Poliso lobs it against token three-quarter court pressure. Hughes with it for the Nishimoto pump fakes. Stops. Good pass to Hughes, who lays it in. Kevin Lee in the Los Altos bench screaming for a traveling call. Mountain View up 3. Andrews overdue. Syed, bad decision. Pass taken away by Hughes, who nearly traveled.
Nearly.
Yeah. Nishimoto open for 3. Back iron miss. Rebound tip deflected, and Andrews with it. Andrews diving, then lobbed it out of bounds. Turnover Los Altos will go back to Mountain View.
Nice hustle. Well, there's definitely been a lot of passes today, as we've seen the full court pressure from both sides, that have been long lob passes that really quite easy for a defender to see, get in front of you, and steal.
Dribbling with it is Kaufman. Hall's pass deflected, tipped around and stolen by Syed. Another turnover. This has been a turnover fest. Here's Syed, who spins into the front court, lobs it to Andrews. Andrews with the dribble. Passes inside, a good catch made by Megan Schmessing, who's checked in for the first time, but she lost it, taken away by Poliso. Hughes with it, crosses over, floats it up, that's hit the top of the backboard. Hughes comes down and is limping. Monroe the rebound and gets it over to Enthoven, up ahead to Syed. Syed dribbles, her floater rattles home.
Well, the shot that should have been called out of bounds as it hit the white pole on the top of the board turns into a Los Altos very easy points.
And then Jamie Hughes lays it in, absorbs the contact and scores it. 16-13 the score. Syed over to Andrews. Andrews lobs it to Enthoven. Enthoven the 2-on-1 to Schmessing, who had it blocked but gets fouled. It's on Taylor Hall, her second.
Both teams really running the fast break at each other, showing a little more rhythm to this game. As you can see right here, Los Altos makes the long pass, no defenders in the area, nice making the extra pass into the post, and she gets fouled, and she's going to the line for 2.
And part of that rhythm being gained here in the recent moments of this quarter is not having a whistle on every single possession. That really helps things out a lot.
Or having a scoreboard malfunction.
Yeah, exactly. First free throw, no good by Schmessing. She gets a second. And for the final 4:46 of the half, Los Altos shooting 2 free throws on every foul. That's not an offensive one. Andrews the offensive rebound and lays it in off the missed free throw, and that's inexcusable for Mountain View.
Yeah, that really makes you pull your hair out as a coach.
As there's a wild shot and a foul called by Corey Nishimoto. Foul will be on Meg Enthoven, the second on Enthoven and the 6th on Los Altos.
Well, once again, it's really become about Mountain View and Los Altos both getting in the lanes, both drawing those fouls, and it really is going to be one at the free throw line. But really, Mountain View needs to block out on those free throw shots. As a coach, you never want to see a 2-point free throw, as it's sometimes called. Basically, you allow the offense to get the board and then the easy bucket because nobody's in the lane because it's a free throw.
And the first free throw is no good by Nishimoto. This has really been a poor free throw shooting game for Mountain View. Very poor. But she makes the second. So it's a 2-point Mountain View lead, 17-15, and off the inbound pass, it's stolen by Lily, but then she turned it over back to Monroe. Monroe back the other way, 2-on-1, feeds Enthoven, who misses the layup badly, and it's rebounded by Poliso. Coming back the other way, Nishimoto. Up ahead, pump faking is Lily, nearly traveled, poked away. Somehow it finds Kaufman outside to Nishimoto, shot blocked, inside, Bergman with it, Poliso a 3, back iron miss, rebound to Hughes, and they get another opportunity. Stopping is Lily. Lily looks in trouble, forces up a shot and got it to go.
Circus shot.
That's exactly what it was. They're up by 4, and then stepping out of bounds was Rebecca Andrews.
Ooh. No T, no T. Well, you can see right here, she just hustles through it and lobs it up. Maybe she's practiced that at a gym a couple times, maybe not.
As now a timeout is called by Los Altos. They're left with 2 for the game. 19-15 Mountain View with the lead. It was 9-8 at the end of the quarter, which means in this quarter it's been 8-7, or make that 10-7 in favor of Mountain View. Very close to getting a technical foul on that last, right after the turnover by Rebecca Andrews.
The referee almost gave her Rasheed Wallace stare.
Yeah.
Ball don't lie.
I think that was kind of what it is. The referee stared at her for a long while, thinking about whether to tee her up or not, and then decided not to.
Probably something else from her. He'll quickly call it T. But I've been interested in Mountain View's defense on these inbound plays. They've caused a lot of turnovers. I think they've been talking to the Mountain View football team with the cornerbacks because they are reading the inbounder like a cornerback would read the quarterback. They're watching the eyes, watching where they're looking, and really just going there and intercepting the ball.
Poliso will inbound from Mountain View, who lead by 4. 3:50 to go in the half. Here's Sawamura. Sawamura still dribbling, backs it away. Trying to feed the high post and it's taken away. Monroe ahead of the pack. Monroe one-on-one with Poliso, misses the layup. Rebound deflected, and coming down with it is Lundberg, and then she gets tied up.
She's been doing nothing but hustle today. Nothing but hustle today. loses the handle right here, but great job right here by Los Altos, really getting in their faces, and they have been hustling all game.
Entherman misses badly on her baseline jumper, rebound, and coming out of the pack is Lilly. Natalie Lilly gets it, tries to feed Hughes, and it's turned over again.
Rebecca Andrews has been a key player on defense for Los Altos, as she has really showed a ton of hustle. She's diving for balls. She's just got tied up for a jump ball. Really doing a great job here for Los Altos.
Monroe into the front court over to Syed as Lilly checks out. Taylor Hall returns for Mountain View. Syed with it left wing. Over to Andrews for the deep two. Back iron miss. Rebound Poliso inside. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Poliso comes back the other way. Nearly turns it over. Crosses over. Outside Sawamura. Toe on the line. 2 for short. Rebound. Inside. Hall falls down. Gets out to Poliso. Poliso trying to feed cross court. Taken away by Entherman. Yet another turnover. Too many turnovers to count in this one. Monroe into the front court. Over to Andrews.
Good idea by Katie Monroe to slow the ball down on that fast break, not allow another turnover.
Entherman pass to McDermott is deflected out of bounds off of Lundberg. It will stay with Los Altos. Returning to the game is Elise Fitzsimmons, replacing Allison Lundberg for Mountain View. Inbound does Syed, who misses the layup. Rebound to Entherman, and then it's deflected out. It will be Mountain View basketball.
Sneaky little play right there. They literally just handed it off to Ideen.
Hughes passes up ahead to Hall. No one's back. It leans in on McDermott, and Taylor Hall lays it in. Poor transition defense that time by the Eagles.
Who's guarding that?
I think it was McDermott's responsibility, but she snuck up too far and left Hall wide open. Here's Andrews, drives out to Sayadu, pump fakes, floats one up from 10, gets it stuck, but a foul's called.
Well, I guess lightning strikes twice here, folks. The rim has something against a made basket here today. I don't think it likes it at all. As you can see right here. Nice pass. Ideen was wide open, but the player with the ball had her back turned to her the whole time. As Daniel Rosenbaum, that's right, the younger brother Simon Rosenbaum, tried to get that ball. I'm sure he's gonna love me if he ever watches this.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to tag him on a post on Facebook.
That would have resulted in a jump ball had the foul not been called. And so Syed's at the line. Shooting team makes the first. It's now 21-16 in favor of Mountain View. 2:09 to go in the half. A very long first half with a lot of fouls and a lot of turnovers.
Yep. Well, as you said, rhythm. We had none of it in the first quarter, and now we're getting some of it in the second.
Syed swishes the second free throw. Lead cut to 4. Mountain View with the ball, and they're traveling black uniforms with the white and gold numerals and trim. Hughes into the front court. Hughes over to Hall. Back to Hughes. Great give and go, but she misses the layup. Rebound deflected. Comes down to Fitzsimmons, who misses. Gets it back. It's poked away. Bodies fly everywhere. Jump ball called. And on the possession arrow, it will give it to Los Altos.
Well, whoever's working the possession arrow is having a lot of work today, because that is probably the umpteenth jump ball we've seen.
And it should be, they didn't even switch it after the last jump ball. I think it should be Mountain View basketball.
Number 11, Jamie Hughes, having a little fun with Los Altos' coach, Kevin Lee.
So now they do give it to Mountain View, but now they should switch the possession arrow back, because on the next jump ball, it will give it to Los Altos. This has been the weirdest game I've ever seen.
Well, you know, the problem was that we paired each other up again. And as our loyal viewers know, whenever we're on the mic, something weird happens. We were two forces of nature that shouldn't have been brought together for broadcasting.
1:53 to go in the half. 21-17 the score. Inbound to Hughes. Hughes over to Hall. Back to Hughes. Swung over to Poliso. Pump fake. Splits the double team. Falls down. Somehow shovels it along to Hughes. Outside to Kaufman. Her pass deflected. Almost stolen. Comes to Hughes. 13 to shoot. Poliso has it with 10. Back to Hughes. Hughes pounds the dribble. 8 to shoot. Hughes dishes to Kaufman. Open 3. Air ball. Rebound loose underneath. Poliso feeds inside. It's loose. and a taken away jump. Oh, man.
Shot clock.
They shouldn't have blown the whistle, though, because Los Altos already had the possession. Mountain View catches a huge break there.
Yeah, that one's on the referees, not the scoreboard. So there have been other mistakes by the scoreboard. That one was on the referees because the referees need to be able to ignore that shot clock violation because it is automatically counting down. You can't stop it so quickly in that sort of situation.
McDermott kicks out to Hamamoto. 70 seconds to go in the half. Driving is Andrews. Her baseline jumper rattles home for Rebecca Andrews. A minute to go. First half. 2-point lead for Mountain View. Kaufman drives. Baseline. Flips it underneath and taken away by Syed. They can tie with the 2. Take the lead with the 3. 50 seconds to go in the quarter. But the pass is stolen by Kaufman. Over to Hughes. Hughes crosses over, leans in. Lots of contact and a foul's called.
Again, the lob pass has really been defended well by Mountain View. As you can see right here, right after the turnover, again, the passes are going in the lane and they're getting the fouls. Mountain View and Los Altos both driving in effectively and getting those fouls.
That's the 17th foul on Los Altos. Missing the first free throw was Jamie Hughes. Returning to the game is Kelsey Peterson for Mountain View. And checking out is Karen Kaufman. Both teams playing a lot of players. 44 seconds to go in the half. Missing both was Hughes. Ball deflected out, though, off of Los Altos. Be Mountain View basketball, 41.7 to go in the half.
And as we said, playing a lot of players because they're both running full court. Definitely a stamina-draining type of style.
Poliso inbounds to Hughes. Hughes back with it now. Inside, Fitzsimmons lobs it. Good pass by Peterson inside to Hall. Misses the layup. Rebound deflected around and a foul's called. Who's it on?
I cannot tell.
I believe they called it on number 34, Elise Fitzsimmons.
There was definitely a 4.
Yeah, it's
call.
her first.
But the only problem is we have 2 players on the court with 4, 40 and 34. We're going to flip a coin. We flipped the coin. Heads, it's 34. So 34, Elise Fitzsimmons gets the foul.
It's her first and the 10th team foul on Mountain View. So 2 shots here for McDermott. If she makes both, we will have a tie game. 32.3 seconds to go in the half. First free throw, short, no good.
What's interesting about Los Altos here is if you look at their shoes, all of Los Altos players are wearing the exact same model of shoes in the exact same color. They all ordered them off of, they customized them online, and they ordered them as a team.
McDermott misses both free throws, rebound. Trying to save it was Vasquez, but it comes to Poliso. Poliso into the front court. Swung over. Checking in for the first time is Yasmin Lancaster for Mountain View. It's now swung out to Poliso. Poliso pounding the dribble. Looks, 5 to shoot. Now 3 by Lancaster. It's an air ball. Rebound to McDermott. McDermott had it poked away. Gets it back with 3 seconds. Over to Hamamoto. To Syed. And that ends a very sloppy first half.
Evo.
A competitive but sloppy first half comes to a close with the score. Mountain View 21 and Los Altos 19.
My parents are really slowing down. I feel bad I can't always be there for them.
How do I choose between caring for my mother and caring for my own family?
I've been looking into the options, but Dad doesn't want to leave his home. What do I do?
Struggling to care for an aging parent? You're not alone. Learn how Home Instead Senior Care can provide the personalized in-home care your loved one needs. Home Instead. To us, it's personal.
I was at a fire department training and I had these shooting pains when they just shot right up into my temples. I went to Palo Alto Medical to follow up with my doc. He found a heart murmur. It turned out to be an aortic aneurysm, which would have killed me had he not caught it. I don't really like going to the doctor, but I truly like going and seeing the guy. He's a great doctor and he saved my life.
Welcome back to Los Altos High School, everyone. With James Brewer, I am Andrew Fury. We have a 2-point game at halftime. A very sloppy played first half, but it was a competitive game and very entertaining. Spartans, the visiting team, who will begin the second half on defense, lead it by 2, 21-19. Hamamoto with it. Los Altos in their home white uniforms with blue numerals and trim. The pass from McDermott is deflected out of bounds. Last touched by Nishimoto. We'll stay with Los Altos. McDermott will inbound. Let's see if there's a little more flow in the second half than there was in the first. Syed with it. Lobs it to Hamamoto. Back to Syed. Syed drives baseline up from 10 and switches it. We are tied at 21.
She's definitely the James Harden of this Los Altos team, I'd say.
She's got all the moves. Poliso with it.
Same number 2.
Lobs it. Very true. Hughes over to Nishimoto. Kaufman starts the second half. Drives baseline. Cut off. Flips it over to Hall. Hall lobs it to Nishimoto. Pump fakes. Drives and gets clobbered and fouled. On the drive. No shots. Fouls called on Tiana Vasquez.
Again, Mountain View driving hard. Tiana, they banged hips. And the foul goes against Los Altos.
That's the first on Vasquez. Or make that the third on Vasquez, first team foul in the half. Hughes will take a 3. That's off the front rim, no good. Rebound loose underneath, and it's deflected out of bounds. It will be Los Altos basketball.
Well, talking about Ideen's number relations, James Harden, both number 13. Ideen wears 13 because of, you might have heard of this person, Taylor Swift, famous country singer right now. Her favorite number is number 13. And Ideen is a massive fan of Taylor Swift.
And that
is why she wears the number 13.
Pass out of bounds, turnover. Mountain View will go back to Los Altos. That's an interesting fact.
I have many more to come. I'm just getting started, folks.
You're full of imaginative commentary.
That was all true. I swear. You can ask Ideen.
Syed into the front court. Bounces it to Andrews. Andrews picks up the dribble. Back to Syed for 3. It had it partially blocked. McDermott off the board. Had that blocked. And it's taken away by Kaufman. Karen Kaufman has played very well off the bench in this game.
Almost took elbows on that rebound.
2-3 zone here for Los Altos. Here's a 3 by Nishimoto. And that's a swish for Corey Nishimoto. 24-21. Mountain View up by 3. Andrews with it. Andrews pounding the dribble into the front court. Andrews crosses over. Floats it out. Andrews with it. High post. There's McDermott. Drives. Floats one up. Had it blocked. Gets it back. Deflected out of bounds. Off of Mountain View. Will stay with Los Altos. Substitution coming into the game is Kelsey Peterson.
Great footwork there by McDermott. Almost pulled a Euro step.
And she replaces Corey Nishimoto. Gave them excellent minute 40 to begin this half. McDermott, great inbound pass to Syed, who lays it in with the right hand. Down low left, 24-23 the score.
Second time Ideen's been able to get that inbound fairly easily right underneath the basket. Mountain View's definitely got to adjust to that.
Hughes with it, gets poked away, and a foul's called.
Took a second to call it. Looks like that right ankle is hurting. She has an ankle brace on it.
Foul's called on Rebecca Andrews, the second on Andrews, second team foul in the half. Poliso will inbound for Mountain View as returning to the game is Rachel Glane. Glane replaces McDermott. 6:05 to go in the third quarter. 24-23 Spartans lead. Hughes with it against this 2-1-2 zone. Left wing, here's Kaufman. Kaufman drives. Hands off to Hall. Hall splits the defense, lays one up, no good. Rebound deflected out to Hughes. Hughes stops, lobs it cross court to Peterson, back to Kaufman. Kaufman out to Hughes. Hughes back to Kaufman. She'll take the deep 2. Front rim, no good. Peterson the offensive board. A third opportunity. It swung over to Poliso for 3. Almost banked it in, no good. Rebound inside Kaufman. Battling with Andrews. They both go down and a jump ball is called.
Rebecca is fierce. Dang, she held on to that ball incredibly strong. She has, like that scene from Spider-Man where he first finds out he has little sticky webs on his hand. She clung onto that ball like he did that little cafeteria tray. Wow.
Here's Poliso up top to Hall. Good feed inside to Kaufman, who's triple teamed outside. Poliso open three. Front rim no good. Rebound deflected around. And it's secured finally by Syed. And Los Altos got away with that one there because not too often will Poliso miss a three where she's left that wide open. Syed left wing, picks up her dribble. Looks over to Andrews. Andrews stops. Hamamoto, high post, there's Glane. Her floater batted blocked. Rebound to Poliso, 4:50 to go in the quarter. Poliso bounces it to Hughes. Hughes into the front court. Wants to set up some offense with them clinging to a 1-point lead. Kaufman lobs it inside to Peterson, who turns, faces, shot off glass, no good. Rebound to Glane. Swung over to Syed. Syed into the front court. Syed stops, gets it over to Hamamoto, cross court to Andrews. Andrews rips through. Andrews over to Hamamoto, stops, lobs it into the paint. Good catch by Enthelman, and she floats one home. Los Altos back in front by 1. This
Nice
matches
shot.
their largest lead of the game.
That was a great shot, working it inside for the easy two.
And a turnover again by Mountain View. This time Hamamoto the steal. And she'll bring it up now. Under 4 minutes to play. She gets away with a major travel. Syed into the paint. Over to Enthelman. Had her shot blocked. Goes off the side of the backboard and out of bounds. But Hamamoto took about 3 steps and somehow doesn't get called for a travel.
She's been working out with the Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah, apparently. Timeout called by Los Altos. It will be a full timeout.
Well, we'd like to tell you that KMVT Sports presenting sponsor is the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, part of the Sutter Health Network. Choose your PAMP doctor today.
There's 3:49 to go in the third quarter with Los Altos leading 25-24. 25-24 with Los Altos leading Mountain View. 3:49 to go, third quarter here from Los Altos, California. James Brewer and Andrew Fury pleased to bringing you high school basketball here on KMVT Sports.
Two good-looking guys in the shot right there.
Yeah.
Those guys in the stands.
Here's Syed. Gets it to Hamamoto. Back to Syed. Syed floats one up, a wild shot. Ooh. Front rim no good. Rebound, 2 Spartans fighting for it, and comes down to Natalie Lilly. Lilly lobs it to Poliso. 3.5 minutes to go, third quarter.
Same team, same team.
Lucky they didn't have the ball carry them out of bounds when they were both fighting for that rebound. Hughes with it. Back to Poliso. Thought about the 3. Back to Hughes. 9 to shoot. High post is Bergman. Bergman has it all tied up, and a jump ball is called. Possession arrow gives it back to the Eagles.
That's about the 3rd jump ball Rebecca's called. She has been impressive on defense with the hustle play. She just does not give up. She goes after that ball, almost like Aaron Kraft does at Ohio State.
And about the 15th total jump ball in this game. Syed with it. Syed spinning against full court pressure. Back to Syed. Syed pounding the dribble, spins. Dribble through a double team, not a good idea. Taken away by Lilly. Lilly up ahead to Bergman, catches, blazing up, no good, but a foul's called on Megan McDermott.
Good hustle by Dermott trying to get back after the bad pass, but just can't get to it. Ball stolen. Again, great court vision by Mountain View. They're making the nice pass up court into the post and getting their free throws.
First free throw is no good by Rhea Bergman. She'll get another. This is for the tie with Los Altos leading 25-24, 2:54 to go, third quarter action here. 3 team fouls now in the half on Los Altos. None have been called against Mountain View. A lot fewer fouls in total called in this half so far. We're on pace for just about 7. Into the front court goes Andrews after Bergman missed both. Mountain View is now an astonishing 1 for 10 at the line. Andrews with it. Syed. Syed outside. Here's Hamamoto. Her pass nearly stolen. Syed hands off and Enthelman gets it to Hamamoto. Kicks to Andrews, open 3. Way too short. Rebound loose underneath. And we have, guess what? News flash, we have a jump ball.
No. Stop the presses. Stop the presses immediately.
This time it will give it to Mountain View.
Did the possession arrow change? Will he change the possession arrow? Find out next week on Los Altos Basketball.
Poliso will inbound. Gets it to Hughes. And getting away with the travel is Nishimoto, and then Lily collides, and a blocking foul is called on Enthoven. I'm not sure they're going to give her shots, though.
Well, it's hard to commentate this one with all these weird plays going on. She just bounced that one over her head. Clearly a travel.
Poliso will inbound, so they did not give her shots. That's the 14th foul on Los Altos. Hughes will back it up with just about 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Poliso with it. Lobs it, cross court, good catch. It swung around. Lily, the baseline jumper, is an air ball, and rebound to McDermott. McDermott out of there with it. Lobs it to Enthoven, who had it taken away by Hughes. Hughes into the front court. Hughes to Lily. Lily drives, floats it up, way too short. Rebound secured to McDermott. Lily crashes to the court. It's lobbed up ahead. Sloppy play both ways. And Syed better serve to slow it down. Hamamoto to Andrews, back to... Swung around to Syed for three. Back iron miss. Rebound long to Andrews. Over to Enthoven, back to Andrews, the floater, back iron miss, rebound inside to Lily. And they'll slow things down.
They're not making your job easy, Andrew.
Definitely not.
Good thing you've been hitting the treadmill. Get that cardio out.
Hughes into the front court, over to Poliso, back to Hughes. Hughes pounding the dribble with 70 seconds to go in the quarter. Swung around, Peterson's pass deflected, almost stolen, saved, still loose, didn't go out of bounds apparently. Lily off her hands to Poliso, floater way too short, and rebound will go out of bounds. Los Altos basketball. We have a lot of action for sloppy play.
Yeah, a lot, of course. J&A, wacky plays, always ensue. I think we need to get t-shirts with that on it. None of the viewers at home take that. I mean, unless you give us the t-shirts for free, whatever. And Los Altos doesn't know who's inbounding.
So with this lineup, it will be Rebecca Andrews to inbound.
Yes, Megan McDermott is bleeding, and they had to take her out of the game. Medical staff is treating her.
Los Altos trying to break this full court pressure, then they finally do. Monroe hands off to Enthoven. Outside Glane, elbow jumper, rims out. Enthoven off of the board, tips out of bounds off of Mountain View, will stay with Los Altos.
They have to get the blood off the jersey, and they have to seal the wound so to make sure it doesn't start gushing again. Trying to get a close-up of that. That is part of the Magic Johnson rule. If you remember when Magic Johnson has come back, they had to...
Shot off the back, no good. Hall the rebound. Hall out of there with it. Hall the way. Floats it up, off glass, no good. Rebound deflected around. And it still comes to Hall, who kicks out to Poliso, pump fakes. Poliso jab step. Pump faking is Lily, the elbow jumper. Back iron miss. Hall the offensive rebound. Lamb no good. Rebound inside. Peterson had it blocked away. And Cheyenne out there with it. They can hold for one if they wish. McDermott over to Andrews. Andrews carrying the ball, no call. Gets it over to Syed with 8. Syed floats it up at the foul line. Back iron miss. Rebound deflected around. Bodies flying everywhere. And what do we have? A jump ball.
Ooh.
1.1 to go. Possession on the Los Altos.
1.1 seconds left with the jump ball. Another jump.
McDermott will inbound. They have to catch one dribble and a shot. That's all they have time for. Inbound to Enthoven. Her shot blocked by Fitzsimmons. And that ends the third quarter. A quarter that saw a total of 7 points in it. And after 3, it's Los Altos 25 and Mountain View 24.
Hi, I'm Ricky Appler with Spartan Sports Camp. Brought to you by the Mountain View High School Athletic Department, Spartan Sports Camp offers multi-sport camps for kids in grades 3 through 6, as well as sport-specific camps for grades 6 through 9. We give campers the opportunity to receive instruction from the Mountain View High School coaching staff and student athletes. Strength camps are also available throughout the summer. For registration info, visit our website at www.spartansportscamp.com. Sessions begin June 10th and run weekly through August 2nd. We look forward to seeing you this summer.
We're ready to start the fourth quarter. James Brewer and Andrew Fury with you, as it is Los Altos with a 1-point lead, 25-24. So we start the fourth. Mountain View with the ball. Natalie Lilly running point guard. Lilly crosses over, gets it over to Nishimoto. Nishimoto, good pass inside to Fitzsimmons. Her shot no good. Hall the offensive rebound and gets hacked. That's just the 15th foul on Los Altos in the half.
Well, I definitely feel like we've had an extra minute for every minute that's supposed to be in the half for every 8 minutes. As you can see right here, gets the hack on the elbow. Going to the line again. I believe she's 0 for 4 today.
That's correct for Taylor Hall. She's really struggled at it. Maybe she should lesser the arc on that shot because it's going way up there and she isn't accurate with it. She's now 0 for 5 at the line. This is for the tie. Back iron miss. Off the back rim every time. Rebound to McDermott. McDermott pounding the dribble, bouncing it to Monroe. Monroe into the front court. Back to McDermott. To Syed. They'll slow things down. Syed around the screen. Stops. Over to Monroe. Monroe hold. Drips through. Monroe stops. Outside to Syed. Syed around the screen. Pumps. No call. Somehow gains possession. Andrews. Cross court to Monroe. Pump fakes. Spins. Leans in. And a jump ball's called.
I feel like they're getting bonuses every time they call a jump ball. Maybe they have a bet. Maybe there's a bet going on. But incredible play by Adine to keep it in. Rebecca with a half-court pass, and then that was, I would definitely say that was a steal. That was great. Awareness, hand-eye coordination.
That looks like a good call on the inbound, body fly everywhere, and we have a shot clock violation. There's just 2 to shoot on the inbound, and because it was deflected, they had no opportunity to get a shot off.
Well, I couldn't tell if she was jumping at the motion. Then it would have been a proper jump ball. Then I would agree with that.
Mountain View's ball down by 1. We've had a score in this half of 6 to 3 in favor of Los Altos. Here's Hall, the jumper, back iron miss. Rebound loose underneath. Hall gets it back and saves it right to Andrews. Andrews over to Syed. 7 minutes to go in the game. Syed lobs it to Andrews into the front court. Andrews shovels it along to Syed. They'll reset. Syed back to Andrews. Andrews high post to Enthelvin. Enthelvin's pass deflected, almost stolen. Andrews has it. Floats one. Oh, got it to go in a foul.
Well, she has had a game where a lot of her contribution didn't show on the stat line, but that was an incredible play. Literally just just uses her strength to overpower the defender and gets the and one. If she makes this free throw, that's an incredible 3-point play for Los Altos, something they really need right now in such a low-scoring game and a game where you're not going to get many points because, as you said, no rhythm.
And what happened right now is that initially the scoreboard gave those 2 points to Mountain View. Now it's corrected. Score is 27-24 Los Altos, 6:45 to go in the game. Lily has to check out for a medical infection. They need to control the disease. And makes the second big and it's 24. Lombardo here is cracking up. 28-24 in favor of Los Altos.
I can't breathe.
Police though into the front court over to Hughes. Floats it up and got it to go. It's 28-26. Should be 28-26. Scoreboard reads 28-27.
Where's Jim Leonard when you need him?
6:31 to go in the game. 28-26. Now the scoreboard is fixed. Monroe with it. Syed, her pass deflected and stolen, taken away by Lily. Or make that Lundberg. Now here's Hughes in the front court. Hughes stops, over to Poliso. Back to Hughes. Hughes stops, over to Poliso for 3. Got it! And now Hughes back on top by 1. 29-28, Hall knocks it out of bounds. It will be Los Altos basketball.
You know, Paliza is putting on something right now. Oh, I think what it is, it's a pair of 3 goggles. She's just knocked it down all game. Impressive behind the arc. Look at this right here. Makes the pass to the wing, and Paliza, she's not going to miss that one.
Syed over to McDermott. McDermott bounces it to Monroe. Monroe to Enthelman, the baseline jumper. Swish! Timeout, Los Altos, and they lead 30 to 29. This will be the 32nd timeout and their final of the game.
Well, this game is brought to you by Home Instead Senior Care. Home Instead, to them it's personal, and the Palo Alto Medical Foundation. Choose your PAMF doctor today.
Now they make it a full timeout.
Oh, look at this. Again, good job sharing the ball in the full court against the pressure. Nice. Kicks it right out. Easy buckets.
So Los Altos up 1, 30 to 29. 5:48 to go in the game. In this half, it's been 11-8 in favor of Los Altos.
And you're seeing right now, that's the new padding installed, I believe it was last year. So that way our athletes don't ram into concrete wall. We did have padding before that, but we've updated it with our logo. Looking much funner. Thank you to Kim Cave. And that's the men's basketball team. Anthony Ote showing off a little bit of his swagger. He's currently injured. He got injured during the football season. Tore an ACL.
That's very serious injury. It takes several months to recover from a torn ACL.
Luckily, it was preseason, so he should be back very soon for Los Altos basketball, a key contributor for them.
Inbound from Palizo goes to Lundberg. Lundberg in trouble in the backcourt. And her pass goes to the hands of Hughes, taken away by Andrews. Syed into the front court. Syed stops, back to McDermott. McDermott holds, dribbles around Hughes. Tosses to Andrews. 5.5 to play. Outside Syed, a 3. Too strong. McDermott the offensive board. In traffic, Syed floats it up off glass and in.
Well, on that Mountain View pass, I think the ball had gone to the south because that thing was slathered in butter and just slipped right out.
Nishimoto to Hughes, who pump fakes. Hughes drives, floats it up, almost banked it in. Andrews the rebound, lobs it up onto Monroe. Monroe had it poked away and she regathers. Tosses to Enthelman, the 8-footer, got it! Eagles march lead of the game, timeout Mountain View. It will be a full timeout.
Again, this was a great job here by Los Altos. Again, they're breaking the press perfectly. They found out what to do. Hits the fast break. They get stopped initially, but great job finding the open player, and then she just fakes like she's going in, and then she just backs it out, knocks down the easy jumper, and Los Altos is currently up by 5 points. I think that's the biggest lead we've had all game.
It is the biggest lead Los Altos has had all game, and the biggest lead either team's had all game. Right now, 34-29, Los Altos in favor, in the lead. Mountain View is stuck on just 8 points for the half, and while Los Altos has 15 so far in the half. That's why they have the 5-point lead.
Yeah, well, it's also been the longest time we've gone without a whistle. I probably jinxed it. Where's wood? Just knock on wood. Make sure we don't get that because, well, it's just been a lot of weird rhythm throughout the game.
And this quarter certainly had the best feel to it all game of any quarter. Inbound after the timeout to Hughes. Mountain View with it. They need a bucket, and they need it badly. Nishimoto had it poked away, almost stolen. Palizo regathers. Palizo stops, looks, tosses to Nishimoto. Nishimoto rips through. Good pass inside the hole, and she gets fouled. But now can she make a free throw? That will be the question.
Megan McDermott contesting that she had her arms up the whole time, didn't hack. Didn't take a swing at it. Let's take a look if she did. Nice pass inbounds. Taylor Hall, and it was on Rebecca. It was on Rebecca, but I think they called it on Megan.
It did look like they gave the signal for 30 to the scores table, so
0 for
we're
7.
going with Rebecca Andrews getting called for the foul, her first, and the 16 foul and a half on Los Altos.
1 for 8.
Hall makes a free throw finally after 7 consecutive misses. Mountain View is down by 4. Los Altos with the ball with Aideen Sayed. Sayed over to Andrews. Andrews rips through. Lobs it to Monroe. Over to Sayed. Open for 3. Got it!
Well, Polizio can knock it down from the wing, and guess what? So can Aideen. Answer to 3 with a 3. She's got a smile on her face.
37-30 in favor of Los Altos, their largest of the game. Lilly inside to Kaufman, who forces it up and scores it. 37-32 the score. Halfway gone by in this very entertaining fourth quarter. Andrews bounces it to Syed, back to Andrews, lobs it. Baseline jumper is short by Enthelman. Quick and rush shot, not something they needed. Back the other way comes Hall. Hall pounding the dribble. Outside to Kaufman. Lobs it to Polizio, pump fakes on the 3. Back to Kaufman, who pump fakes, 15 to shoot. Her pass deflected and scored by Monroe. Monroe into the basket all the way, floats one up, misses the layup. Rebound by Kaufman. Kaufman lobs it to Hall or Hughes, and they catch a huge break to the Spartans. Kaufman's 15-footer is short. Rebound by Enthelman, not the shot they were looking for. And Monroe slows things down. Monroe gets double teamed. Out to Andrews, it's circled to McDermott, who lobs it to Syed. Syed slows things down, 3 minutes to go in the game. Out to Andrews. Andrews over to Monroe. Monroe inside to McDermott, double. Nearly gets hacked. Outside to Monroe. Her pass deflected into McDermott, who floats one up, had it blocked, and it comes to Polizio. Polizio with it. Polizio pounding the dribble. Jogs it into the front court. Lobs it cross court, bad decision, it's taken away by Andrews. Andrews back the other way. And she'll do the wise thing and throw it down. Gets doubled. Her pass deflected, almost stolen. McDermott has it. Remember, Los Altos is out of timeouts. Cross court, Syed the deep 2. Back iron miss, Polizio the rebound. 2:23 and counting to go in the game. Hughes to Kaufman. Baseline jumper, got it for Karen Kaufman. Timeout Spartans. It will be another full timeout. We'll take it with them. 2:14 to go in the game. 37-34 Eagles. .214 to go in this very exciting game. 37-34 Los Altos in the lead. They led by as many as 7. Mountain View's led by as many as 4. And that was early in the game at 12-8. This has been a very competitive game throughout. Winner in Pertituno in league play and tied with Santa Clara for first place. That's what's at stake. Andrews with it. McDermott, it swung over to Syed. 2 minutes to go in the game. Monroe over to Andrews. Andrews out against extended 1-2-2 zone. McDermott drives, floats it up and gets fouled.
Polizio contesting she didn't do anything. Following the referee, let's see if she did. Nice pass inside to Megan. Megan takes hard dribble. Goes over the back of Polizio. And I would agree with that. That's a foul.
So McDermott at the line shooting 2. And the first free throw is up and good. A swish, a minute 55 to go in the fourth. 38-34 Los Altos with the lead. And the free throws shooting has definitely been the difference in this game. Second free throw also good by McDermott. Leads at 5. Time running out on the Spartans' hopes in this one. Hughes with it, drives in the paint, floats it up, a blocking foul is called, and Jamie Hughes will be at the line shooting 2.
Here she comes right down the lane again. Mountain View really doing a good job of pushing it in there. Almost pulls the Euro step. Almost. And Rebecca went down hard on that one. But she took all of it.
So Hughes needs both of these free throws to make it a one-possession game, and that won't happen. Hughes misses the first as Corey Nishimoto returns replacing Taylor Hall. 39-34 Los Altos with the lead, a minute 48 to go in the game. Hughes' second free throw is up, and it's short. Misses them both by Lilly, the offensive rebound, and then she gets fouled. So Natalie Lilly will be at the line to shoot 2.
Again, inexcusable. We saw this earlier with Mountain View, but he got a block out on all free throws. Can't have that 2-point free throw we were talking about. Needs to get in there and stop the offense from getting that rebound.
So Lily's first free throw is off the back rim, no good. Mountain View as a team shooting a dismal 11% at the line. Second free throw is also no good. Rebound to Anthoven. They're just shooting themselves in the foot at the charity stripe. Andrews with it. Minute 40 to go. 100 seconds. Cross court to McDermott. 20 to shoot. Not time to foul yet for Mountain View. They need to play good defense to get a stop. Nishimoto hounding Andrews. Double team comes. The pass stolen by Poliso. Over to Hughes. Hughes crosses over. 1-on-1 on Monroe. Lays it up and in. Lead cut to 3. 39-36. Minute 20 to go.
Great job making the defender go one way, coming back with the ball the other. Easy layup.
Syed over to Andrews. 20 on the shot clock. Andrews stops. Over to Syed. Syed dribbling. Her pass deflected and thrown by Lilly, but a foul is going to be called.
I believe that's against Mountain View.
Won't result in free throws yet, though.
See, where is this hold? It must have been, it must have been on number 20. Must have been on Corey Nishimoto.
It was a late call, but appeared to be the correct call based off that replay.
They must have been playing advantage. And she's going to explain it to the Mountain View coach. Still talking it over. Saying, I respectfully disagree. Okay, this is what happened. Sort it out. No love lost.
So McDermott will inbound a fresh shot clock. Minute 1 to go in the game. There's a 31-second differential shot and game clock. Time to get a stop for Mountain View. And pushing foul is going to be called on Jamie Hughes. On the pass. 14th foul. No shots yet for Los Altos, but they'll get a new shot clock out of it.
Looked like the rug got pulled out from underneath Los Altos on that one. It's a hard foul.
McDermott will inbound again. Los Altos hanging on to this three-point lead. No timeout, so they can't call a timeout. Just do get it in. Ripping through Syed. Had it deflected, so there was no travel called. Enthoven with a good pass inside of McDermott, who gets fouled.
That one's going to go against Nishimoto.
So Nishimoto picks up the foul, or third, and the 15th foul on Mountain View.
Again, working it inside. That has been a real key for today's game. Megan was wide open. She could definitely post it up Nishimoto and got the foul.
So 44.8 seconds to go in the game. 39-36 Los Altos. Mountain View calls a timeout. They're left with one for the game. And it's a 30-second timeout, as this one is a 30-second timeout. So thoughts in the final 44 seconds. McDermott will get 2 free throws coming up here. A very good foul shooter. How do you play the final 44 seconds if you're Mountain View?
Well, if you're Mountain View, what you want to do is really want to work the ball inside. What I want to do is definitely put Poliso on the outside, on the wing. She definitely can knock it down from there. I'd want to drive in and do a quick kick out, probably. If she makes a free throw, then I would instantly go for the 2, use that classic full court defense. Hopefully you can get it off within the shot clock and have enough time to try and pick up a basket of your own, call timeout, try and work an inbound play.
First things first, though, McDermott will get 2 free throws. A very good free throw shooter. She's 2 for 2 at the line today. An opportunity to give the Eagles a 5-point advantage. Crowd has gone silent. And the free throw is good by McDermott.
Well, yeah, Mountain View, it's a 2-possession game. They got to go for a quick 2 right now. 3 won't help you that much.
40-36. Favor of the Eagles. Second free throw coming up here for McDermott. And it's up. Ban rims home. So she makes them both. 41-36, Mountain View trails. Hughes into the front court. Hughes has to hurry. Stutters into the paint, floats one up. Short, gets it back. The body's on the deck. Loose. McDermott out of there with it, but saves it right to Lily. Lily floats it up and gets fouled. Not what you want to do if you're Los Altos.
Well, what I want to do is, let's see who's on the court right now. If Taylor Hall's on the court, I might just foul her, considering what a horrible day she's been having from the free throw line. But also, definitely play I wouldn't go with the full court press. They've been going with the full court game. I don't want to give them any chances to get a fast break. I want to play a half court D, and try and stop them.
So Natalie Lilly's at the line to shoot 2, and now we have a whistle.
Timeout, Mountain View. Ooh.
I think she fouled out of the game. That's what the commotion was about.
Yeah.
So Enthevin has fouled out. She has to exit. Rachel Glane returns.
Mountain View coach yelled at their players to get over here quite loudly, and that was a little ooh you heard from the crowd. So I definitely think if you're Los Altos, you want to try a little half court right now.
Lily will get 2 free throws. She's 0 for 2 at the line tonight. She needs both to make it a 1-possession game, and it rims out. No good for Lily.
She says she goes over to Beliso and she just said, "Really, really." That's the type of game we've been having, really.
Second free throw's up and good. Makes it a 4-point game, 41-37. And McDermott inbounds to no one. Hughes the steal. Nishimoto out to Poliso, pump fakes. Sidesteps to Kaufman for 3. Front rim, no. Rebound deflected, loose. Still loose. Comes to Lily, who taken away by Andrews. Andrews on the break. All the way. She needed to back it out. She does it, but it's knocked out of bounds off of Hughes with 13.8 to go.
Well, I don't know why Mountain View was trying to hit that 3 right there, because they what do you want to do in a close game like this? You don't want to jack up a 3 just because you can jack up a 3. You don't want to take those shots that aren't as high quality, and that's why I really like the idea of driving into the lane and getting an easy 2 points. And great job by Rebecca right here. She's been incredibly a huge difference, really. I mean, she's just going hard on defense all the whole time, and I think she made the right idea here, trying to dribble up the court, trying to get the fast 2, and trying to get the foul probably. So it's going to be interesting within these few minutes. That's pretty close to being a nail in the coffin for Mountain View, though.
It's a timeout called by Los Altos. It's a full timeout. 41-37, favor of the Eagles. 13.8 seconds to go. Mountain View still with the foul to give, so they have to commit 2 fouls to send Los Altos to the free throw line. And this timeout's just simply about calming his player down for Kevin Lee.
Yeah, and Mountain View can't allow an easy pass inside below the low post. They've been allowing a ton of passes right in there during all these inbound plays, and they've really allowed Los Altos on the inbound to get into the post, get that ball, and then get a foul on a lot of these inbound plays. So they really got to deny on this one for sure.
So it'll be McDermott to inbound to the left of her basket. Should be 13.8 on the clock. It reset to 8 minutes. So more scoreboard difficulties.
Oh, wait, we have a whole 8 minutes left, guys. Never mind. We're going to be here a while. Apparently, it's overtime.
You can't call this home court advantage right now because we're not playing on Mountain View's home court.
That's an 8, folks. No, it's 14.1 now.
They reset it to 14.1 apparently. So maybe they gave an extra 0.3 of a second from when it went out of bounds. I don't know, but it reached 14.1 at the moment, and Syed gets tied up. Jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to Mountain View. So
That's
now
huge.
they have to hurry because it's still a 2-possession game.
They shouldn't jack up the Wiley 3. They don't need to force it. They need to find Poliso in an open shot.
Poliso picks it up. 10 seconds to go. Poliso to the front court with 8. Poliso jacks up a deep 3. It's a break. Rebound inside to Hughes with 4. Hughes forces up a shot at 2. At 1. Ball game's over. Los Altos wins 41-37 in this rivalry.
Well, you just witnessed a crazy game, but a crazy game that ended up in Los Altos' favor. It really came down to the run in the fourth quarter, really. They got on a nice roll, went up by 5, and by that point, they had just kept the game on hold. It was free throws indeed. Mountain View missed a ton. What's our final percentage, Andrew?
2 for 19 at the line. That's just over 10% for Mountain View. While Los Altos was a sparkling 8 for 9 at the line. That's almost 89%. That's the difference in this one as Los Altos wins 41-37. The producer and director for tonight's game was Bobby Chastain. Cameras Renee Mendoza, Ted Melke, and Sherlyn Meacham. and Wes Rappaport on the handheld camera down there. And special thanks to Los Altos High School for allowing us to do this broadcast. Now for everyone here at KMVT, along with James Brewer, my broadcast partner, I am Andrew Fury saying so long from Los Altos High School, where tonight it's the Eagles upsetting the Mountain View Spartans 41-37.